Alright, so the first Molotov is for the left side of sight right here. And usually you plant right here if they could rotate in from CT or you're in a clutch. So what you're going to do in this scenario, you're going to come into B main, go into the middle of the garage door, take out your molly, and you're going to look at these two bars in the window. You're going to aim your crosshair in the middle of it and the top of your crosshair just on the tip of the windowsill and shoot. And that should burn anyone defusing. Alright, so this next molly is for behind the boxes on B. And this is pretty useful if you have more than one teammate alive, so that they can call when they throw the molly. Because it is all the way back B main into spawn. Like right outside B main, you're going to come into this corner. You're going to take out your molly. You're going to notice this little visual effects in the sky. And you're going to aim your crosshair on this beam right here. And you're going to look at your stim beacon while you're dragging your crosshair all the way up. And you're going to look at this piece of wood in the building right here. And you're going to notice as you drag your crosshair up, right as your stim beacon in between the little two squares intersects with that piece of wood right there on the building, like shown, you're going to shoot the molly so that you get a perfect lineup. Alright, so this next molly is going to be for behind this box here on site. It's a pretty safe spot to plant, so you can't really get killed from anywhere. It's usually you plant safe, you plant there. So, what you're going to do, if it's planted behind that box, you're going to go back into B main. You're going to line up in this corner, and it doesn't have to be perfect. This is a very easy lineup. You're going to look up at the cloud. You're going to see this little dark spot on the cloud. Right here, you're going to aim it on the right side, and you're going to shoot. It seems like it's impossible, but once you see the cloud, it's very easy to line up. And anybody defusing in this corner will be burnt. Alright, so this Molotov is to cut off the heaven rotation, so it's going to land right here. So a player could be standing right here, but this is like the most commonly spammed spot is behind that wood. So if you want to cut off the heaven rotation when your team's executing on A, you come back to A main, line up on this wall, and you're going to look up at this cloud in the sky right here, and you're going to aim your crosshair right as it starts to fade away, and you're going to shoot. Alright, so this Molotov is behind the boxes right here. So the bomb isn't usually planted here, it's usually planted in front, but if it's in a situation where it's planted right here, well, you know a molly for this. So you're going to go back into A main, and you're going to line up on this wall right here, and take out your molly, and you're going to look at the top of this wall, and you're going to aim your crosshair so that the right tip of your crosshair just touches the wall, and then you're going to shoot. And that's going to fly high and land in the back of the site behind the boxes, so that anybody defusing behind these boxes is going to get burned alive. Okay, so this molly is for back left site. And what you're going to need to do for this one, you're going to come back to A main, line up in the middle of this door frame right here, and you're going to take out your Molotov gun, and you're going to look at this little nub below the iron sights of the Molotov gun, and you're going to want to cover the middle light bulb of this lamp right here and shoot. You can line that up pretty fast, and it's a very useful molly to know on the post plant. It covers the whole back left side, and once you get the hang of it, you can just go into this doorway, line it up real quick, and shoot it like that, and then you could go try to fight the guy heaven or something like that. Alright, so this molly is for the front side boxes or default plant spot. And if it's planted right here, all you're going to do is come back into A main. You're going to line up in the middle of this door and take out your molly. And you're going to look at your stim beacon HUD, and the left corner of the stim beacon HUD has to be in the top middle of this dent in the wall right there. And once it's there, you're going to shoot. And that's going to land on top of the bomb site, burn anybody defusing the bomb right here, but also force somebody out if somebody's like right behind this box. Okay, so this last Molotov for A site is going to be for the bottom left plant spot, so right here. And it could even burn this planter right here. So it gets pretty much 2 plant spots in one. And what you're going to do with the bottom plant there, you're going to come back into A main. And once you go into A main, you're going to take a left and come into this corner. You're going to take out your molly, and you're going to notice these 2 light bulbs right here. You're going to aim your crosshair in the middle of this wire, and you're going to drag it all the way up so that the top of your crosshair just touches the tip of this little rooftop here of the window. Like that. And it's going to fly high, and it should land right in the back bottom left corner of sight. It doesn't really burn this guy out because he could still defuse from right here if it's planted in the middle, but it definitely gets this guy.